Guys, I've been known to follow TikTok trends and to see what people are buying on TikTok. TikTok has actually become a marketplace where you can go and advertise your products and make thousands of dollars, and you are exposed to customers 24 hours a day. One of the products that made it really big is something that people have been doing for a long time. That is buying car diffusers, okay? So these things, listen, when I tell you they have your car smelling amazing. So we are going to make some today, guys. I'm going to give you a very strong, potent recipe. Now, when it comes down to the vendor, listen, they not paying me to promote their products. So if you need the vendor for the cheapest base, you want to go ahead and join the Patreon. It is linked in the description box. I'm going to give you guys a recipe. You'll have to find your own base. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Okay, guys, so I hope you click that link in the description box, by the way, and that is where my Patreon, and also if you want the company, the recipe, the written tutorial, everything is all in the description box. All right, so these are the bottles that we're going to be using. Of course, you've seen these on the visor in that video. Okay, these are very cheap. Listen, y'all, they are so cheap. I used about 11 of them, and I only used about 2 ounces worth of product, and I got 11 bottles out of 2 ounces worth of product. And you sell them for about $5-6 each, however much you want to sell them for. But they're very small. So for me, I believe $5 is very reasonable. If you do a 2-pack, you do a 2-pack for $10. You can sell them in a box or you can sell them in a bag. Either way around, this is one of those products, just like lip balm, just like oil roll-on, that you want to bring out this summer and that you want to make more bang for your buck. People are interested in products that don't cost too much, but at the same time, they're able to support you. All right. So first thing first is you want to go ahead and take the top off of these bottles. OK, as you can see, it comes with a tiny plastic cover on the top. So we're going to go ahead and remove this. Now, when it comes down to these car diffusers, you know, I got to have this conversation with y'all because I want you guys to make the best products. I mean, listen, I want your stuff to be top tier. You have to use strong fragrances. You want to stay away from fragrances like eucalyptus, cotton candy. You know, very light fragrances will give you very light results. If you use very faint fragrances, you will get very faint results. So if you want a list of some strong fragrances, you could definitely join the Patreon. And we have a lot of fragrances to choose from. On a weekly basis, I post a lot of clearance deals and a lot of scents that's actually like my top picks. All right. Now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start making this. First thing first is you are going to need some Reed diffuser base. Okay. All of the candle making companies sell it. You know, I think Candle Science sell it, Fragrance Buddy. I mean, it's just a lot of companies that sell it. It really don't matter where you get it from. You just need to be able to hold between 20 and 30% fragrance load. So that's the biggest thing, okay? All right, the next thing you're going to need is you are going to need some fragrance. Like I said, I'm going to just say it again. I'm going to reiterate that you definitely need to make sure you use a very strong fragrance, okay? So if you use this fragrance in your soap and you say, oh my God, this fragrance is so strong, 9 times out of 10, that is the fragrance that you want to use for your car diffuser, okay? So when it comes down to the amount of base, you want to use about 25%, 75% base, 25% to 30%. Now listen, the IFRA 10A says the maximum that we are supposed to be using to stay within those safe ranges is about 25%. But if you want to push it like I do, you can go up to 30%. Now, it can get highly irritating if you go up to 50%, okay? So you want to stay underneath 50%. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to mix those two together. That's all you have to do is mix your fragrance, mix your base, and just give it a stir. And then just kind of prepare to put it in your bottles. But I do want to give you this information up front. If you plan on selling this, you want to allow it to sit on the shelf for at least 2 weeks minimum. You can let it sit for a week and see how you like it. But if you let it sit for like 2 weeks, all the way up into a month, the longer, the stronger. It's just like wine. The longer it sits, the better it gets, just like a candle, okay? All right. Now, when it comes down to selling it, because I know a lot of people ask me that question, how much do you sell these for? Because it's only a little tiny bit. Listen, I made 11 bottles with 2 ounces worth of product. Okay, complete, just 2 ounces. And I made 11 bottles. So that goes to show you that a little go a long way. So $5 is very good, especially if you're going to be using those luxury fragrances like I use. I use stuff like, Versace, Polo, Coach Poppy. Like I use stuff like that because I don't like to have what everybody else have when I go out to sell something. If they over there shopping with these people, I want them to come to me and say, oh my God, I should have came here first. Or I had to come over here and check you out, So that's how I am. Anyway, guys, you want to have a funnel because it's pretty hard to get the liquid inside the bottles without a funnel. You can purchase these bottles online on Amazon. They sell them. Most of the candle companies sell them as well. They're not really expensive. You can get something that's very nice, high quality. When it comes down to the labeling, you want to use a waterproof label. So that means that if I spill product on a label, then you won't have to worry about the label looking really bad because sometimes people do kind of spill that oil out in the car. So you want to make sure that even when you get a waterproof label that you seal it, okay? If you want to know how to seal your labels, just ask in the chat in the Patreon and I'll just resurface the post and give you all the products that you need to seal your labels, okay? So guys, we are finished and look what I told y'all. You get a whole lot. This is not even 2 ounces. That's all it is. So make sure you give your customers instructions. When they buy it, they have to take the top off. They have to take that little plastic piece off. They have to also tip them over, just kind of turn them upside down just to soak the top up so that they can release the smell. If it start getting faint, they have to tip it over again. And that's how they normally do it. But that's it. Just make sure you give them instructions on how to use them. I will see you guys again for the next video.